Hello, welcome back to Code Catalyst Academy. Today we're going to be talking about the math class, formatting numbers, and the scanner class. So as a preface, the math class is an inbuilt Java class used for mathematical functions. It contains a bunch of different mathematical methods which will make your life much easier. In addition, the scanner class basically takes in input, whether that's from a text file or from the terminal, and it allows you to process that, maybe print it back out, etc. So the math class contains some pretty useful functions, like here we have absolute value, math.max, which returns the greater of either a or b, min, which does the opposite, it returns the smaller value of a and b, math.power, which returns a to the power of b, math.square root, which obviously returns the square root of a, math.floor, it returns the rounded down version value of a, and math.ceiling returns the rounded up version or value of a. And also here we have the Java docs, the official Java docs from Oracle, which contains every single method inside of the math class. And it's pretty nifty. If you need a reference, this is probably the place to go. You can even see that the math class has like trigonometric functions. Yeah, it's pretty nifty. So right now we'll do some testing, and you don't have to import anything, so that's fun. We can do like math.abs. Let's do -5 right now. Ooh, my bad. Typing's bad today. Return 5. So pretty simple. Math.max. If you recall from like a couple seconds ago, it will return the greater value of A or B. It will return the greater one. So in this case, it will return B or 6. So yeah, math.min, it'll do the opposite. So it'll return A or 5. Power, it'll return 5 to the power of 6, which is pretty large. Yep. And then, yeah. And then math.square root is pretty self-explanatory. I don't think I need to demonstrate that to you. But math.floor, it'll just return the rounded down version of your argument, your input. 5, that's the rounded down version. And then seal, it'll return 6. So yeah, pretty simple. That's just some of the more common methods inside the math class. And then another really nice part of math is that you have the ability to generate random, basically floating point numbers in between the range, starting at 0, including 0, up to but not including 1. So this includes everything from 0 to basically like 0.9999999. It doesn't include 1. And this is just useful if you need to generate random values. If you need to generate like values greater than 1, you can just multiply that by 100, and it'll just give you that 95.72, 92, 71. Yeah. If you don't want to do that, you can just do this. It'll just return that. So yeah, pretty nifty. That's math.random. And also, you can format numbers. One way that we talked about was through formatters. So we can do, we can just F. And if you remember, we just have the double quotes, and we have percent to indicate that it's like a format, and then we can round to how many decimal places we want to. So let's say we want to round to 3 decimal places. So it's going to be 0.3, and then since it's a floating point number, it's going to be f. And then, and let's just place it there. and it'll return 17.357. So it'll round to the nearest third decimal place. Yeah, so it rounds down in that case since it's 0.3561. And then, yeah, if we wanted to round two decimal places, we could do this. Yeah. And we can also do num to use the string.format method, which basically takes in the same uh, format as printf, as the C-style printf method. And yeah, and then if we do println num. Oh, got a semicolon. Always remember your semicolons. Yeah, 45.68 just rounds up to two decimal places. So yeah, and there are also different ways you can further format like decimal points with the uh, the big decimal data type, which basically is like a more precise version of a double. And there's also, I believe, like the decimal format class and like its methods. But we won't go into those as much. You can feel free to do that research on your own, but we won't cover that in this course. So yeah. And then here we have the scanner class. So the scanner class, as mentioned before, it just takes in input, whether that's from a text file or your terminal. So we will just add some stuff in my clipboard. Yeah, I don't want to reprint all of that. So it just takes in text. Right now we have this big thing, and if we just have all of this text on different lines, and if we just do that, it will return everything inside of there. And that works with any like amount of lines. Like if we only have one line, it will still work. It'll just return Alex. And then if we have 0 lines, then it will return nothing basically. Or I guess 2 lines, but yeah, there's nothing in there. And remember, you basically have to, anytime you make a new scanner object, essentially, you always have to close it when you're done using it. And if you don't do that, that's going to result in errors, and you don't want that. Yeah, so always make sure to, yeah, always make sure just to you always make sure just to close your scanner. So yeah. And here we have all your imports. These two are just for scanning files, and this just the scanner class in general. We yeah, if we just want to do, if we just want to read from the terminal, we can just do this. Grab it and system.in. That's our argument, and then system.out. Or yeah, let's just do that. Input dot next line, boom, and then I'll just run from here just for ease of use. If you don't know how to run, basically like compile your Java programs directly from the terminal, you should probably learn how to. So yeah, and then if we'll just print it out. Yeah, so it just takes an input like there, and then it just prints it back out, then it closes. So yeah, that is just scanner class, and pretty simple. Yeah, it's pretty simple, pretty useful if you want to basically like make more dynamic programs that vary based on the input that you put in. And so yeah, it's pretty cool. So that about covers it. We just covered the math class. We just covered some methods, math.random, formatting numbers. Again, if you want to learn more about formatting numbers, you can go basically into like big decimal, which again is like a more precise version of a double. And then there's also the decimal format class. So yeah, and of course the scanner class. So hope y'all have a good day. Eat, sleep, drink water, rest. Yeah. And always tune back in for more videos from Code Catalyst. Bye.